Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project 365, episode 1137. Guys, if you're following along on YouTube, please jump on over to WODdoc.com. Check out all of our full-length videos. That's where we house them. The other day I talked about long or short. Which rope should we be utilizing for what workouts? And I made some references to some technique flaws that we can get away with if we use that longer rope, but how we need to trim down, need to hone our technique. If we want to use the shorter rope, we can take advantage of the shorter rope because it's going to spin a little bit faster, and we're going to get a little bit quicker revolution, right? So we can cut down that time that might take to do those sets of double unders. So I want to talk about one of two different faults. Hey, little guy, come on over here. No, over here. Oh. Sorry. So I want to talk about one of two faults that tends to happen, all right? The fault that I'm talking about here is we'll be using our wrist to cause those revolutions, but what will happen is our hands will slowly creep up as we get tired, as our shoulders get tight, okay? And then what happens is the rope then comes up and we hit it and we kick into it. Let me show you what I mean. So if I was originally starting down here and I was doing my double unders, as I let my wrist come up, that's when I fall into it. And I think a lot of this comes from the idea that the rope spin comes from this throwing the rope over, right? And that starts from this. If I'm going to start, I go like this, right? So I'm used to this emphasis of throwing the rope over. I want to change that emphasis to flicking the rope down. What this is going to let me do, it's going to let me keep in my mind, if I'm flicking down the whole time, I'm resetting my hands down to that low position. If I'm always flicking down, it's harder for me to flick down and raise my arms up, okay? It's just a different emphasis on the stroke. Hey! It's just a different emphasis on the stroke. So rather than emphasizing coming around, we got to emphasize the flick downwards. You won't really see that big of a difference, right? If I'm doing this and I'm emphasizing that flick, I'm just going to try to do it on a single revolution. If I come around, right, that flick downwards is what I'm thinking about doing. One more time, right? I'm flicking down. Now I'm just going to put that together. It looks a little silly when I do one revolution, but I'm just going to put that together to put those strokes down. And what the goal is there is for me to be able to keep my hands down, right, and keep them in tight. And you'll see what I mean. Pushing. Of course I missed there, right? And you can see how I'm going down, right? When I really think about it, when I really try to emphasize it, it might look a little bit more silly, but you get the idea of this pressing downwards, right? So what I want you guys to do is take this, emphasize rather than the turn over top, the flick downwards, right? And hopefully that's really going to help you keep that lower position with your hands and that relaxed position with your shoulders. Okay? Try this one out. We have one more coming for you guys tomorrow, and we'll talk about it then. Guys, questions, comments, please post them below. We'll get at them as soon as we can. And until tomorrow, we're optimizing function to optimize performance.